Greetings, Earthlings. How are you? I'm assuming it's. I'm going to assume it's working. It says welcome. Anyone there? Why does it take so long? I've got no evidence that it's working. I don't know how to check it. Have I turned off? Have I turned off chat? I don't know. No, you're there. Why didn't I see you? Nice hat. Thank you. Right, it's working. I've no idea why that's such a delay and why it has me talking like an idiot for 20 seconds going, hi from Brazil. Hi. Hi Dickie. Hi Ricky. Afterlife is tremendous. Loads of hearts. Right, it's working. So, welcome. You know the score. I've got some questions. I'll try and read some there, but hi from Estonia. Love your stuff. Brazil, Bahamas. I should say that straight away. One of my favorite things now is all the clips of Alicats that people put up in all different languages. It's so much fun. I mean, I know what they're saying, so it's like I can speak English and German, French, Portuguese. Yeah, great. It's fantastic. Keep that up, whatever country you're in, whatever language you watch it in. Actually, I should say, don't do that because it's unauthorized clips, isn't it? And Netflix, just do it. I didn't say that. There's no evidence. Right, questions. One from Tony straight away. If you could walk into a room full of all the people that you've ever met, who would you look forward to seeing the most? Not including Jane or members of your family. Right, okay. So it's anyone I've ever met. I think I'm going to make it living, so it's possible. That's tricky, isn't it? Because the first thing I thought of was like people I was at school with that I lost touch. I'm at that age where you can lose touch with people you went to school with 50, 60 years ago. Anyone under 40 won't understand that because when you were at school, there was already social media and stuff. But some people I think of, I remember a name, and they just literally don't exist online, right? So I'd like that maybe there's that, like, you had your best friend in junior school. I think, oh, what are they doing now? But that would backfire, wouldn't it? Yeah, probably be a maniac. Oh God, visit them in a high security prison. I've been here 60 years, mate. So someone okay, I've thought of one. Someone who's a really good friend, been friends for like 20 years, and I don't see him enough because they live in LA. I only see him like once or twice a year. Will Arnett. Whenever I meet up with Will Arnett, it's immediately just the funniest hour of mucking around and winding each other up and just trying to be. I'm exhausted after I've had a day or a night with Will Arnett. Just laugh. My neck hurts. So yeah, probably think of someone else that I bump into now and again. I used to bump into a lot. Frank Skinner. Whenever I bump into Frank Skinner, he's just always got a brand new anecdote and we'll say something that happened, and ergo that reminds me, and it's just like one of the greatest anecdotes ever. So yeah, good. That's a difficult question, but that's why I had to hone it down. Jonesy. If David Brent was asked to appear on Desert Island Discs, what songs, book and luxury item would he choose? Oh, that's tricky. I think he'd want songs that he thought were deep. And I'd probably have to go back, wouldn't I? I'd have to go back. Well, he's my age. So I think he'd have things like In the Living Years by Mike and the Mechanics. He could really pontificate about that. Money for Nothing, Dire Straits. I think that's I think he'd love that. I like it as well. I'm not saying these songs are daft, but I think he could get his teeth stuck into that. Fields of Barley by Sting. What else? Oh, stuff like Pride in the Name of Love by U2. So we could go on about Mr. Martin Luther King. So, Candle in the Wind, but the Princess Diana version by Sir Elton of John. I don't know, things like that. I reckon. Book. What book would he do? Again, something that I think that would. I mean, think of this island reading any book. Yeah, he'd get pretty bored. The Oxford Book of Quotations. He'd love that. What else is it? A luxury item? And it can't help you, can it? It can't be a boat or a phone. I think he'd have something like. Well, this is quite sensible actually. Like a nice bed, a nice 4-poster bed or something like that. So, little curtains. Funny question. Declan, how did you approach Robert De Niro to appear in Extras? I remember it well. It was a good story. What was his reaction to the script? And what have your experiences working with him been? Okay, so this is all in one, right? I took the part in a film because I knew he was in it, just to meet him and pitch him being in Extras. So that's a really around the houses way of doing it, right? I thought it'd be better. I thought I'd get to know him. Right? I think this guy's great. I'd do anything this guy wants. So I took a part in Stardust, the movie Stardust, and it was directed by Matthew Vaughn. Okay, so and I told Matthew Vaughn that's why I was doing it as well. He went, "Yeah, great, yeah, whatever." So I was only on it for a couple of days, and my scenes with Robert De Niro were great. I met him in the costume or something, maybe a read through. I didn't pitch it then. I just I don't know if he knew who I was. I think he might have known me from maybe have I done the Golden Globes by then? I don't know. He sort of knew me, but he was probably told who I was. I don't know. And I didn't push it. Then we're on set, and I was trying to make him laugh. Right, I was doing takes, and I just kept like when I sort of ruined a take and laughed, and everyone laughed. I checked, did he like it? And sometimes he had a like that. I think, okay, this is going well. Right, I'm going to ask him. So filming, you do a minute of a scene, and they cut. Someone goes wrong, or they cut, and then they go first positions, and you get a start again. You do it again. You do it 10 times, or whatever. So we're there, we're all dressed up and weird stuff. And I go, I was gonna ask you, I do this this program. It's called Extras, and the first went, okay, first positions. Right, didn't get a chance to. We do the scene again. It stops. I do it again. Sorry, yeah, I do this. It's Extras. It's sort of people playing exaggerated versions of themselves, and it's sort of like, okay, and ready to go. Okay, right. And Matthew Vaughn was at the monitor, and he was laughing because he could see every time I tried to pitch this thing, someone said, "Okay, did they go?" And I tried about 4 or 5 times, and after we finished the scene, he went. He said, yeah. He said, I'll call you. I thought, oh, that's it. And about 2 days after, I got a message. I'd missed it, and it was a phone, an answer message from Robert De Niro, and he just went, "Hi, it's Bob. I was calling about that thing. Call me back." And I called him back, and he said, "Yeah, I'll do it." And unbelievable. But if you'd have seen me trying to, it was awful. I think he noticed as well. I think he saw the funny stuff. Like he knew this guy's really struggling to pitch this to me. So maybe he felt sorry for me. But yeah, and he's a dream. And I've met him a couple of times since that. And he called me after the Golden Globes, which I think must have been after. And yeah, there you go. Maria, if you were given a knighthood, would you accept it or decline it? Oh, will we ever see Sir Ricky Gervais? I don't think I'll ever be offered it. 1. 2, I don't know. If my mum was alive, I'd definitely do it. I'd definitely do it, I think. Would I do it now? Do I care? Does it matter? It doesn't matter. If it was close to my house, I might. I don't know. I don't think there's any pros and cons really. I'm not a big royalist, but I'm not a big anti-royalist. I think it's so irrelevant, isn't it? It's like it's tourism, isn't it? I don't know. But then there's part of me that goes, oh, I don't want to insult anyone, whoever they are. If someone offers me something, I don't want to insult them. I really don't know. That's a really tricky one. Yeah, I don't know. And then if I turned it down, I probably wouldn't tell anyone I turned it down because I feel I wouldn't want to embarrass anyone. So I might have been offered it. For all you know, they're calling me all the time. And I'm going, nah. Do you know what? If a knighthood meant like it did in the olden days, I could ride round on a big horse with a sword, I'd take it. But as it is, doesn't mean anything, does it? I couldn't be called sir by anyone, so I don't know if it would make a lot of difference. For a laugh. Oh, I might do it to annoy people. Oh, that maybe I would. Maybe all the people that would be really annoyed, that would just tip the balance. I like that. It's my favourite. Ratso. Last week you mentioned a kid from school who was the inspiration for Gareth Keenan. Yeah, I didn't say his name though. I didn't say his name. Have other characters you've written been inspired by people you grew up with? Oh, I don't know. Maybe there's bits of them in every. You know what I mean? You meet people you meet as a kid, as an adult. They often characters are a Frankenstein of anyone really specifically. One. Okay. You know the sort of dullard in Extras, played by Steve Spears. Like the joke was, he's the most boring man in the world. Well, I did know the most boring man in the world. So when I was 18, it was the same year I went along for the job, and that guy who I based David Brent on the I don't give shitty jobs. It was that same year, and one of the temp jobs I got that became like I stayed there for a while was like a gardening labourer, right? And there was about a group of 7 or 8, 9 men, and my mate did it as well. He was the same age as me, so I was always hanging out with him. And there was one guy there who was older than us, but he was only about 30, and he was the most boring man. Me and my mate would sort of be having lunch, and he'd come and sort of like solo and just sit down and not say anything, just look at us until we went, all right. And once he said, my mum's just had the best part of her bowel taken away. We went, oh, and he just walked away. Once, right, one of the other guys had got a new motorbike, and he'd sort of come into the car park before work, and he was sort of showing it off and going, yeah, people were going, oh, it's great. It's like 5 of us sort of standing round looking at it. I was going, what is it? He's going, oh, it's a Kawasaki 250, or I can't remember. And they're going, oh, great. Da, da, da. And then this bloke, this boring bloke, said, my mate came off his motorbike last year. He went, oh, right. He said, he's a vegetable now. He went, right, let's get to work. So, yeah. Oh, God. Oh, God. Clem, that's the name of one of my favourite programmes, a Dutch programme, but it's spelled with a K. This is spelled with a C. I think it means blood ties. It's fantastic. Watch that. Watch Clem. I don't know where it's on now. Yeah. Brilliant. It's about 2 guys sort of thrown together because their kids are best friends. It's so good. Watch it. Clem, who were your comedy heroes growing up? And who was the first comedian you saw live? Oh, God. Who has had the biggest influence on your comedy? Well, the biggest influence growing up, it would be stuff like Laurel and Hardy and the Marx Brothers. I remember when I was little, because I had older brothers and sisters. I think it was like Saturday nights they did a series of the Marx Brothers films, and I thought it was funny. But it's that thing where you don't know whether you're laughing because your family are laughing or not. But I became a huge fan. I absolutely love the Marx Brothers now and Laurel and Hardy. And then for that same reason that I had older brothers and sisters, I sort of discovered Monty Python when I was 9, 10, 11. And then Fawlty Towers, that was like the first thing that I felt was mine. So a huge influence. Then stand-up was sort of like, stand-up wasn't readily available then, apart from variety acts. Oh, Billy Connolly, he was the first, I think he was the first real comedian that I thought he's great. And then later I discovered the American lot, all the guys like Richard Pryor and George Carlin. I don't know if they had any influence. They probably did. I think they did. They must have. Then all the modern American sitcoms I loved, like Cheers and Seinfeld. First comedian I saw live, I was probably already an adult to go and see a comedian. And it was probably a club act that I can't remember who it was, or they didn't make it, or they're not around now. The first act I saw that was already sort of making it and is still around was probably the 90s, when I started watching stuff like Sean Locke and Bill Bailey, Harry Hill. I saw Harry Hill in 1993, and I thought it was the funniest thing I'd ever seen. I thought, well, nothing will ever be this funny. Like crying, laughing. Yeah, I can't remember what the show was called. It's the one with like Twist the Beaks Off. I don't know if any of those were influenced. They probably were. Again, everything goes in, doesn't it? But and Frank Skinner, I saw Frank Skinner live. It was amazing. So biggest influence probably John Cleese or Chris Guest, Spinal Tap. Again, later, that was 80s. But John Cleese, Billy Connolly on stand-up probably. But everything goes in. Like Alley Cats, I can see the influence of really old sitcoms in that. And Derek and Clive. Like Derek and Clive, if you don't know it, it's Peter Cook and Dudley Moore just getting drunk and stoned for hours. And they made a record that it was bootlegged. I remember the first time I heard, I think I've told this before, I'll tell it again quickly. First time I heard Derek and Clive, my older brother had brought it home, and all the family were there. And I don't know how old I was, 15. And my mum went out and sort of make sandwiches or something. And it was late Saturday. And he started playing it, we were all laughing. And it was something about, oh, fucking Jane Mansfield had lobsters up the arse, right? And my mum walked in and she went, Bob. She went, what is that? She went, what if the vicar came round? And my brother Bob went, he went, well, it's midnight, so I tell the cunt to fuck off. Oh, God. Good. Well, thanks again. I'm off to Copenhagen next week for my European warm-up, and then the tour starts properly on the 1st of September. It's sold out till Christmas, but then I'll put all next year's on sale. I'll roll those out. So I'm 14 months on the road, hundreds of arena gigs all over. So, fucking hell, at my age. Thank you. Oh, and you can get these in WH Smith, UK only. But we're working on being able to, Americans be able to buy, everyone be able to buy from the website soon. We're working on it. But until then, it's UK only. It's been bits of America and over, but these are in WH Smiths. All the travel, 600 travel WH Smiths in trains and airports. So get these. Thank you. That's it. Thanks for following. Watch Alley Cats tonight if you haven't already. Thank you for all your lovely comments. Thank you for making it top 10 in 50 odd countries. You've never let me down. You are the greatest. You are the best fans in the world. Thank you. Please subscribe. And yeah, see you soon. Tatty bye, everyone. Tatty bye.